Previously on Brianna and Lucy's podcast. I feel like it's more so like, why y'all gotta put those off on at unnecessary times? Like, I'm over here eating dinner and shit, and like this bomb goes off. I'm like, what the fuck? So you duck and cover.
And I accepted it as of last night because my friends are telling me that he was my first love, which I've accepted. I've accepted
true
it.
Story, okay? She still has the teddy bear. Okay.
Brianna's upset.
Angry. Yeah.
But we.
So I fucking accidentally recorded or like overwrote the previous track. So here we are again. Hello.
This is trial number 2.
Yes.
Of the same topic we were going to talk about.
Yes.
Which is fine. Mistakes happen. The universe was saying, you know what, the first version was not that great, so here's your second chance at life at re-recording. So that's what we're doing. We're re-recording.
Yes. Hello, we're back for the second time. Anyway, so we want to discuss Lucy's date along with a few other topics. And she gets to talk about it again!
Yay!
Again!
Yay! Okay.
After I cry. Anyway.
I'm not going to cry. This is gonna make you feel better again. So, essentially, I went on a date last week with someone that Brianna suggested I date. Let's just put it in that kind of term.
Yeah, it was like
a suggestion.
It was truly a suggestion. It was like, I could totally see Lucy with this guy. And then I was like, send. So I sent it to her, and something actually came out of it. So I'm kind of like a little proud about it.
Yes.
But anyway, we had this wonderful idea. Well, actually, no, it was a meme. It started off as a meme.
Yes.
And there was this girl who had taken a selfie, and in the background, like a few tables away from her, was another girl in a hoodie and a mustache. And it was like her best friend who was spying, basically.
Spying on the date.
The date, yeah. And so he sent it over to the group chat. Everyone was like, yeah, let's do
it. Not thinking that it was going to become like something that we'd actually act upon.
Yeah, exactly. Until Lucy's date, where
it became into flirtation.
Yeah, and she actually suggested it. So
yeah, because listen, when are you ever going to have your friends like join in on your date, like inadvertently? Like they're going to be in the corner, watching you, looking at you as you're on your date.
Oh my god, that sounds terrible.
So while this date came about, like when it finally had a date, a time set in place, that's when I think the discussion of us actually following through with having my friends be there while I'm on this date happened. And I don't think at first it was taken seriously, right?
No,
or was it?
Because in the end, it was kind of like Michelle was pushing it a little bit, and then Clarice was like, yeah, I'm in on it, and I was like, hell yeah. And then towards, like, as it got closer to the date, it was more like, wait, are we
actually gonna do
guys?
this?
Are we really, like... And then we're all getting ready, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
But we're all at the same time like, are we fucking really going with Lucy right now? Are we gonna fucking hop in this Uber with her? Like... Yeah. And it turns out, yeah, we did. We did it.
We all rode together. And our Uber driver was very much interested in what was happening. Yes. He was even suggesting we'd, what did he suggest we do?
Like Facebook Live.
Yeah, we'd, like,
yeah,
Facebook
or Instagram
Live. This whole interaction. So, like, you guys would be recording it, and I'd be on the date, and you guys would, like, watch it happen. Maybe not understand what's going on, like subject-wise, but you'd see me on this date with this person
We did Snapchat you though from
Yes,
afar.
they did take pictures.
Yeah, there was one point on the date where he had went to the bathroom and then we were all like in visual of each other, and Lucy was making like gang signs at us, like some LGG shit, and then and then and then we were like, yeah, what's up? And then he came back from the bathroom. We're like, oh shit, shut it down.
Oh yeah, I gotta act like I was new to the place. Well, yeah, I was new to the place, but like I didn't know anybody in the place.
Yeah.
Which was fake news because I did. I knew 3 girls in there. Anyway, so nonetheless, to keep the story short, this date was okay. I didn't feel any sparks, and in order for me to date someone thoroughly and be really interested in them, I feel like I'd have to have a spark with them, and with this person, I didn't. He was funny, and he was, just okay overall. He was fine. But
what was the reason? What was
the reason? What was the reason, bitch? So the reason I felt essentially nothing for this person except maybe a friendship to come out of this was just because I didn't feel anything romantically. Like, he didn't necessarily ask questions about me. Like, he just kept talking and talking and talking about himself. Now, mind you, I know some of you guys are going to be like, dude, I mean, that's what you do on a first date. You're talking because you're getting to know inform the other person about yourself. And I get it, but not, not really. At one point did he just like stop and focus solely on me. He just kept talking and talking about himself. He was talking about how he grew up and spent some years in LA, then he went and lived in San Diego for a couple of years, then he moved over to Humboldt when he went to college, and then when he graduated, he went to the Bay, and then he started talking about his job and what he does in his spare time. But in between all that storytelling, I barely got a few like stories in there about myself.
Yeah, and she had to like literally interject.
Yeah, like I had to step my foot in and be like, oh yeah, I was born and raised in Bay Area, so yeah. So that's pretty much it. So I didn't. I mean, I understand that this is a first date and he was probably very nervous, but at the same time, like I just didn't feel. I don't know, like I just didn't feel anything, but for the most part, I just didn't feel like there was going to be anything more than a friendship to come out of this. And I felt that within the first hour of like the 2 hours and a half that we were there together.
We were there pretty long. So I guess my other point is, he could have been talking in order to fill the holes, in order to keep the conversation going.
Essentially.
So that he wouldn't look boring, so that he wouldn't look like a dull person. So he wanted to keep talking and talking and talking, so there wasn't any empty space, there wasn't any silence, because like humans are just awkward with silence and all that mumbo jumbo.
Right. And another point I wanted to make too is that I get really anxious when there's a lot of people around. And over the course of the date, like more and more people started to show up. And I don't do very well in crowded spaces, especially like to me, especially if it's underground. I don't know, it's like kind of suffocating. So I started to get a little bit like nerve-wracked about it, and before you know it, I'm already like making the excuse of like, oh my god, my friends are here.
Oh my god.
No way!
Yeah.
I mean, I told them I was gonna be here, but
and I'm
I
over
didn't think
there
they'd
like
come
blocking
up.
my face, like, oh shit, they found us.
Yeah. So after I pointed them out to him, he was like, well, let's fucking meet your friends. So he beelined straight to Brianna Michelle Clarice, and I'm like kind of walking like 2 seconds behind him, like, what the fuck? Oh no.
What is this turning
into? Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing though. I was
What
like, oh
did I
shit, what did
do?
she tell them? Like, what did she tell
Yeah.
him? Did she say like the whole plan? Like, what's
He
going on here? Like,
Right.
I'm sort of embarrassed because
No.
she told them like what really was going on. Oh my god, we're so
No.
fucking weird. Like,
No.
that's what was going through my head.
Yeah. I mean, he was nice. He introduced himself. He shook their hands.
Yeah.
And then I think within the same fucking minute, I was like, I have to go to the bathroom. Can you show me? So he takes me to the bathroom. And he's like, you know what? I gotta go to the bathroom too. So he goes his way. I go my way. And then I'm texting you guys in the handicap stall. Like, hey guys, I need a way to get out of here. I can't be here anymore. I need to leave this date. Can we go somewhere else? You know, the whole shebang. And then
And then we came.
Then you guys came.
Then we came looking for her because we didn't know where. Well, we kind of were like looking for him because we didn't know where he was, and I didn't know you were in the bathroom. But like we just like all slipped into the bathroom, trying not to be seen.
Pretty much.
And then we were all talking like, oh shit, like she totally doesn't want to be here anymore. Like, what do we do? And then she pops out of the fucking stall, and we're like, oh my god, you're in here.
Yeah. And then you guys were asking me like, what's wrong? It looks like you had a good time. You were laughing.
Yeah, she even did like the holding your head back, like cackle laugh, like that's how much we thought she was into it. And so we were so confused as to like what the hell went wrong.
Yeah. And I think that was just it. Like he was talking a lot about himself. Like, mind you, like yeah, he was funny, and he had like funny stories or cool stories that he was telling, but he wasn't really asking me anything or trying to get to know me. And I knew he was interested because he touched my arm.
Oh my god. I think Michelle seen that.
Yeah, he touched my arm. And I think Michelle asked too, like, did you touch him back, right?
Yeah.
And then I said no. And for me, like, the physicality of it all, like, if I am, like, trying to flirt with you heavy or actually really like you, I would touch you.
Yeah.
But I didn't do it because I was like...
You don't want to give out the wrong signals.
Not even that. I just didn't feel like I wanted to give out that signal. Like, I am interested more than just getting to know you kind of thing.
Yeah.
But he was interested.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he was. Let's meet your friends. And he ran over to us. So, yeah, he was definitely interested.
He very much was. But at the end of... towards the end of that, the little freaking meeting.
Oh, yeah, in the bathroom. Back to the bathroom.
Conference room, little...
debacle.
debate as to whether I continue going on or not. In the middle of all that, there was, like, a couple of women that decided to intervene and, like, tell me, like, hey, if you're not into this guy, you can just leave. You don't need to give this guy an explanation. You don't owe him anything. Just say, I had a good time, and then peace out. You could just leave.
Yeah. She was like, you don't owe anybody anything. Like, she was dead ass serious about that. And we were like, girl, you are right. You are fucking right.
Yeah. She was like, you don't owe him anything. And this is your first day? Like, girl, just... who cares? This is coming from a woman who just got divorced and married the rebound. So it's all good. Like, you'll be fine. And then another woman intervened.
Yeah. She's like, she was mentioning that she was there with her man, but so she knows what's up, and like, I forgot exactly what she was saying, but she was on the same path as far as like, you don't
need to waste your time.
Anybody
you don't
anything.
Need to...
Exactly.
Right.
You just look them in the eye, tell them like it is, and bada bing, bada boom. That's
make
it.
Your moves and leave. So, after all that lovely female empowerment, because I'm totally all for that.
She was hyped, dude. She was hyped.
I was really like, yeah, I was really hyped, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking do it. Like, I don't like to hurt other people's feelings, but I also feel like I shouldn't be responsible for how comfortable you are. That's your own thing. So I went up to him and I said, listen, I know I told you that I have to be somewhere really early tomorrow, But my friends are here, and I think I'm just gonna go with my friends. They want me to go with them, so I'm just gonna go with them. So
Yep.
I'll see you later.
And so,
And you can tell on his face that he was a little bit like, for real, like
yeah,
bummed
because
out.
he was into you. Like
Yeah,
he did seem very into you.
I mean, yeah.
But you know what?
So
We made
interesting.
like sheep, and we got the flock out of there.
Yeah. So after we hugged, I said peace out, bye. He was paying his tab. I thought let's fucking turn the corner. Let's fucking move it.
Yeah, we
Keep
gotta
it
go.
going. So we walked from one side of town to the other side of town just to attend the bar scene and
Yeah, and we
had
went to
fun.
this Indian place, which we were tricked. Oh, and then
We were tricked there.
a family friend seen me downtown. She commented on that picture. She's like, I was yelling your name, and I was like, oh shit, yell louder
Really?
next time. I'm deaf. Yeah. I don't know if you remember anybody yelling my name, but she was like, yeah, I was
No.
yelling your name.
I didn't hear
I guess from like
anybody.
across the street or something. I was like, oh shit.
Maybe. Yeah, we went to like 3 bars,
Yeah.
right? Like yeah, like
No,
3.
no, we went to 2.
Oh, oh yes, because we passed by San Jose Bar and Grill first, right?
Yeah, because we were debating.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. So
We
yeah,
were
we only
debating.
went to 2, but I mean, we were sober. We were. I think I got to a point where I was buzzed.
I did,
But
yeah.
I didn't get
tres.
past that. Like, I just got sober
Yeah.
immediately after. And then we went to Lavix. And then we went to Jack in the Box to eat Lavix there.
Yes, because we get munchies, and I think every time we go out to drink, we always end up at Lavix or Jack in the Box or both.
Yeah.
I feel
One or
like
the
that's
other.
just a staple.
Yes. So that's how our night was. And, will I see this person again? I don't know. I don't want to be the one who's always making the initiative. So if he asks, I might say yes. But I'm not gonna
push it.
I'm not gonna push for it. And second, I just don't care. Like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, okay. Yeah, it's whatever.
Well, originally I was all for this. I was like, yeah, you should totally go on a second date, because her brother had given us a ride home, and coming from a guy, he had said, well, maybe, well, usually guys get nervous on the first date, so they end up like going off about themselves and like, trying to hype themselves up and make themselves seem, like a catch.
Which is fair, because I was nervous too on the date. And I was also telling Brianna that, as the night grew on, there was more and more people coming into the bar. So that might have also contributed to like my anxiety of being surrounded by so many people. That maybe like kind of made the date go a little bit down. But that's not on him. That's just, how it came to be.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's okay. I mean, next time, if there is a next time, it could be more low key and less people. Because I think that place was chosen because he thought it was gonna be low key.
I mean, that's what he said. Like, I was gonna recommend this place, but I know you said you wanted low key, and then my older brother Johnny said this place was really, really chill atmosphere, speak easy type feel. So there's not that many people there, so it's okay. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'm all for it. But then evidently, I mean, it makes sense. Friday night after work, there was people there in their work attire, dressing nice. So they were, just got crowded.
Yeah, which it's okay. If it happens again, it happens again. If not, then on to the next. I mean, if you didn't feel the spark, then there's no use of like pushing it.
Right. And if he does want to be friends, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck what happens. I have all the friends I need. So, what does this little story of me going on this date have to do with today's topic? Well, let me tell you.
Yes!
Let me tell you.
Go
Swoop in. So, this made Brianna and I think about what kind of preferences we prefer in people and what kind of not in people. Well, people we want to date or people we end up dating, but we find out we don't want to date them anymore because they're kind of whack. So, That's just me.
Damn. Okay.
That's just me. So, for example, my first preference in order for me to date someone is they have to be able to maintain their drinking when
Honestly, I'm with you on that too.
maintain the drink. Okay, hold on.
Because we drink a lot.
Yes. So our group of friends and my older siblings and family, we drink very heavy to the point where we should probably just go to a fucking hospital to get.
Just die.
Yeah.
Just die.
Pretty much. So whenever we come across someone who can't handle their alcohol, to me it's kind of like, oh, you can't hang, so you can't really be a part of the group 100%.
Yeah.
To me, as fucked up as that probably is. I mean, obviously, if there's people who just don't drink at all, I mean, that's cool. It's whatever.
Honestly, I don't know if I could be with someone that doesn't drink at all. Like, sorry.
Oh, see, that's Brianna's preference right there.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I'm like, for a little person, I think I could
You do
handle.
take a lot.
I think I can handle.
You
But
do.
there are times when I do go overboard, which
Yes. So again, I just think it's been predispositioned in our group of friends that we just drink excessively and heavily when we're all together.
Yeah.
And for someone who can attempt but doesn't make the mark, it's kind of like, oh,
like embarrassing to the point where it's like, okay, well, I can't really speak on this.
I mean, okay, hold on. So, someone I dated before, he thought that he could keep up with my family when we went on a date a couple years, not a couple years, like 2 years ago. And he, not with my family, with my friends. Yeah, my friends. And he kept trying to drink at the same level as pretty much Clarice and I, and he just threw up at the end of the night. Just threw it all up. And for me, I was just like, oh, I can't do this. I don't want to be able to take care of you. Like, you should be able to handle your liquor.
Yeah.
At least, okay, how about this? Know your limit. If you know you can't take that much, you know when to stop, right? But you shouldn't play catch up or trying to keep up.
Don't try to be impressive if you're gonna get shitty. Like me, I do it because it's a good. I'm having a good time, and I'm like, yeah, keep it coming.
Yeah.
But I still try to hold myself up at the end. But as far as like the way that we drink and we go to the clubs and stuff, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's time to chill. But we're all on the same level. We've all taken fucking 80 shots and we're good.
Exactly. Another example could be at the Christmas party that we had.
Shout out to Pretzel Pablo!
I can't get his fucking body out of my head. Oh my
Okay,
God.
so it's a party. It's a party. Everyone's like, shut, and we're all in it together. That's like, just how we do it.
And it was better because our crew was there. Like,
yeah.
Not just like the regular 4 people you hear, but like an entire ensemble of us were here.
Yeah, and we're all on the same level. Every time someone takes a shot, we're all in it.
We're all taking shots together.
And so he's there. This is his first time ever hanging out with us.
It's a friend's date, and
yeah.
And he comes and he joins and he thinks he can handle.
Yeah, and so he's out there with us taking the shots as they come, and then there's just one point where he's like,
gone.
Fuck. And so our friend takes him into the house to go like use the bathroom or whatever, and then he ends up, like when she comes out of the bathroom, he ends up on the bed. And he's in this, like, crazy pretzel position where, like, Lucy's seen.
Yes. So, this friend, like, is, like, ushering me inside, like, come over here, I have to show you something. Oh, my God. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Drunk as hell, right? I'm very, very drunk at this point. And I follow her to her parents' room where this guy decided to crash, and I immediately sober up, dude. Like, I immediately sober up because I've never seen a human be able to bend this way. Like,
explain.
he was on the bed, his legs were crisscross applesauce, but his legs were behind, like, underneath his butt. And then his arms were underneath his back. So all you really saw was just the head and his body. No arms, no legs, no feet, nothing.
He literally just
plopped
down.
Yes.
Bust down, Tatiana, bust down.
So I just sober up because I've never seen anyone be able to do that, and I was like, what the fuck?
She was like, should I be amazed or should I be freaked the fuck out?
I would. You're right. You were so right. I was very confused. I was like intrigued. Like, this is pretty impressive, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Who does this shit? And so in a stranger's house, mind you. So, that's one prime example.
Yeah, those are actually two prime.
Those are the main. Yeah, those are two.
I don't really have any prime examples. My previous relationship, he didn't like to drink, so I'm like, well then. And he didn't like me drinking either, so that put a damper on my normal social life.
Yes.
But
she's out of it.
Yeah.
Thank Jeeves.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
We out here.
So, I wouldn't say that this makes us shallow if we were... I mean, I don't think it makes us shallow because it's something that we would prefer.
Yeah.
If it doesn't happen, I mean, it doesn't happen. It's like, the person who's, like, decided to be sober.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't hinder anything,
yeah.
As long as that person can still go out and have a good time, even if they're not drinking, that's totally fine too.
We have fun with sober people too.
Yeah. So it's like, it's no pressure or anything,
But it's like, don't challenge us and not follow through, or don't try to join in every single time when you know you can't fucking handle it.
Well, if you hang around long enough, you get used to it. Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know.
So here's another thing. Brianna and I were like on a drive one day, and we were listening to a podcast. I forgot what it was called, but it's very good. It gave really good dating advice in the funniest way. And there's this concept that this guy mentioned. He was saying a person is into you. Like, for example, you guys are at a bar.
Yeah.
You're at a bar with your friends or with coworkers or whatever. You're flirting with this person that you like. And, you want to continue talking to them or you continue flirting with them. So, as a test, you can claim you want to go to another bar. Probably the bar next door, probably the bar another block down.
Or not even another bar, just a different place.
Just a different place
than where you're at currently.
Exactly. And if they follow through, they're probably, reciprocating the same feelings you're feeling. Like, they actually do want to continue the conversation with you. They want to continue flirting with you. They want to continue drinking with you.
It's that like kind of thing. It's like a form of trust, almost. Like, if someone can trust you enough to
party with
go
you.
Like to the next place, that it's like forming some sort of like
a little an unspoken agreement. Like, I will go with you.
I trust you and I want to continue this.
Whatever
so
this is happening,
travel.
I want to continue and talk to you. But if they don't, if they make an excuse, if they make an excuse that wasn't mentioned before, like, for example, like, if someone did say, like, oh, you know what, I do have an appointment,
or
if at this
someone says they need to go with their parents somewhere in the morning, oh no, some shit like that, oh
no. Okay, listen. Well, a real appointment, right? Like, say if someone was like, hey, I will go out to this work function or hanging out with your friends function kind of thing downtown. But I do have to leave by a certain time because I have to go to the bank for an appointment Saturday morning. So unless they state that in the beginning and they tell you after you suggested to go somewhere else, like, oh, I can't go, I have to go do a thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
then,
oh, yeah,
then
dude,
they're
not really into you.
You know what? So that kind of goes hand in hand with, like, people making time for you. Like, even simple things like texting.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes, Bree. Yes.
Right? So, like, for example, like, you're having this, like, great conversation with somebody and, like...
Wait, through text or...
Through text,
through text, okay.
And then, like, they don't reply or whatever for fucking ever.
Years.
And it's like, oh, what happened? And, like, they're not making time for you, you know?
Yes.
So it's like, okay, if someone really likes you, they're gonna make time for you. Yeah. And so if like they did have a responsibility the next day, but they're really, really, really into you, and they're like, okay, like, yeah, I wanna continue this. I wanna travel to the next bar with you. Fuck my appointment, or I'll make it work somehow. Yeah. Because, I mean, or my ass fucking parties and then goes to work the next day. Like, it's possible. And if they really like you, they'll do it and they'll make time for you.
They'll make something happen. Like even then, they will just alert you what their plans are, and then they will try to adjust you somehow into the mix.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Or, like, you know, if they really are too busy, like, hey, I'm shooting you a text right now because I'm going to be busy for the next couple hours. I will hit you up when I'm off work. Or I'm doing something right now with my family. I will hit you up after this hangout with my family. So as long as there's a continuous flow of communication and understanding, like, that's pretty much it.
That's it. Yeah.
You don't need to question it. You just know, like, oh yeah, they are doing something because they let me know.
Yeah.
But if they don't,
continuation of trust.
of explanation.
But yeah, it was a really interesting concept, just because it's like,
we never heard that before. That's why.
Yeah, and
we
it's
didn't
like,
think that was a thing.
It's not even like, I mean, it's not like we try it or anything, but I mean, it's a interesting thing to keep in mind, so that next time, like, if somebody meets somebody and it's like, hey, say that thing. And then you try it to see if it works, and
do
then
the
we'll travel to the next place.
Ask about the traveling thing.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's such a straightforward thing. If this person wants to continue talking to you, they will do something to talk to you further. They're interested. They want to know more. They want to hear about what you have to say. They will go with you to the next place, aka the next bar that's down the street, to the restaurant, to Denny's, to your cousin's house at 4 a.m. Like, they will do something to continuously be in your presence to talk to you more. Yeah. Or if they really truly can't, they'll just text you and you guys can go from there. But if they're, like, passive a little bit and they're like, nah, I can't really do it. I got this thing. I can't go.
Yeah, well, then there you go. That's your sign.
Maybe next time, you know? Like, something passive.
And I also feel like maybe that's like a sign, a good solid sign, saying like, nah, I'm good. And then you yourself can be like, okay, got it.
That's your
cue, baby girl. Move the fuck on. Let's go.
The advice we learned, we're passing off to you. So take that into consideration the next time you invite someone out. But yeah, we just thought this was a guy saying it, so he was kind of like letting us into the man world. Like, this is what you guys think.
We need a guy, also a volunteer, mobster, on the podcast. So if anybody is willing to be a guest speaker that is a man, then we are always open for opinions, or what?
Or identify as a man.
Or identify as a man.
We just want to hear, like...
Yeah, we want that perspective, because it's just us. Like, we're females, we think differently, blah, blah, blah.
Are we overthinking it? Are we not thinking about it enough? Is this concept right?
Are our feelings valid? Like, what's going on here?
our feelings are valid. Our experiences are valid.
I know.
But
I'm just saying.
the actions that we take, if we act crazy or not, I think that's a thing.
Is that valid? I mean, I try not to act crazy, like, ever.
Same.
Like, I do not like to get into any sort of drama or anything like that. So I try to keep it low key.
Low key.
So yeah, y'all will ever see me act.
I think
My
one
bad.
of the things that you can tell that someone is into you is if, like, to me, I'm a physical person, so if they touch your arm or like they try to play with your hair or something, or they like poke you, it's kind of like, oh, you're into me, guy.
It's
lady.
also, but that is also like within like a flirting nature. So like me and my coworkers will be like, "Hey, motherfucker, shut the fuck up," and I'll slap my coworker's shoulder, or like push him, or like elbow him, or like things like that. I do shit like that,
Right?
Cause like that's just how I am. But like if I like touch your chest, like I don't know, like if I touch your chest or something, or like I don't know.
I usually go for like the hands, like poking your hands, like, oh my god. Your hand. Where did you get this scar from? I know, huh?
Oh, where?
No,
this
like...
one? No, I'm just kidding. Well, I had a really great time
Wink, wink.
on Saturday. Anyway, moving on.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Like a touch that has a sensual underlining to it.
Yes.
That's what I mean.
I totally agree. Because, yeah, I do that.
That's the for sure, like, giveaway that either you will be aware of as soon as someone does it to you, or that you can even act on and do to someone else, and they will know, like, oh, yeah, she wants my dick.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, she wants my vagina.
Oh, that's funny. Ooh.
We're neutral here, so.
Yes, we are, yes.
However, whichever way it goes for you, you know what we mean.
It's fine. It's fine. We go all ways. We do, actually, literally.
Yeah.
Just, anyway.
So, in the event that you are not okay with this, though, like, for example, this date that I just went on, the person, like we had just said, like, a couple minutes ago, he kind of alerted me that he liked me because he touched my arm.
Yeah.
And it was, like, at least 2 solid times that he touched me, and I did not touch him at all, because I was like, no.
Yeah, don't want to give you that kind of signal. I'm
not trying to give you that kind of signal, and also not trying to lead you on that I am also interested.
Yeah.
So,
that's true.
I think that's another way you can kind of do it.
Well, that's...
Just not do anything. Just like,
yeah, on your part, I think that was the right thing to do, because, because you totally could have just, like, went with it, and, like, as he let go of yours, you could have, like, went back for his.
Right, exactly.
Or, like, giggled while you touching it.
That's hilarious. Tell me again.
So doing nothing is okay, especially when you're not trying to reciprocate the feeling, or if you're not feeling anything at all.
Yes.
Then that's okay.
Mind you, I just want to put that out there too. He bought me 2 drinks, so I still don't owe him anything, even if he bought me 2 drinks.
Oh.
Because just because he touched me and he bought me 2 drinks doesn't mean I have to be like,
oh my
okay,
God.
I guess I just, I guess I should just, like, laugh a little bit harder, or, like, touch his arm.
Yeah, or, like,
linger a little bit.
Travel with him to the next bar,
Right? Like, you don't owe anybody that.
You're not obligated. And this goes for women, this goes for men, this goes for,
anyone who wants to identify into this. But even if someone willingly bought you these things, or didn't even do it, like, you don't owe them anything. So I could have been, like Brianna said, like, fucked up and did the most because I would have felt like I owed him something, but I didn't. I didn't do anything. I laughed when it was funny to me, and that's it.
Yeah, and
then,
she went with her true, honest feelings, and that's what you should do.
all the
Don't
time.
don't be faking it to make it and shit like that. Don't be faking it to get more drinks. Just fucking go with what you actually feel.
Yes. So this is something that I wanted to say because maybe I'm shallow. I don't fucking know, because this could go for either a man thinking this sort of way when it comes to their men or women, or women when it comes to their man or women, or woman. I mean, it wouldn't hurt if the person is cute.
Oh, of course.
Like, that adds...
Of course.
Like, obviously we want to conjoin the whole mental thing first, and then we go into the physical, but...
Honestly, it's always looks first, I feel. Like, as shallow as that sounds, it's, like,
It sounds like you're saying it's just straight up facts. Like,
it really is, because how else do you get that that incentive to
the
like
allure to continue,
to want to know more about that person? You're like, damn,
you're right,
they cute. So
yeah.
I have a story about this.
Do tell.
So, for example, one of my coworkers' sons, and his wife and her son's best friend walked into the office.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, literally, it was
Nervous.
exactly that. So, they had walked into the office, and she was, like, introducing him to everybody, and I was like, hi, like, because they introduced me. And, like, I remember making eye contact with him, and then, like, as they walked out, she, like, gave him a tour of the lot, or the RBs, or what have you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when they left, I was like, damn, he hella cute. Like, what's up? And she's like, oh, my son? No. He's married. He's taken both. And I was like, no, not your fucking son. I know he is. Like, the other guy.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and then we
helps.
ended up going on a few dates and actually, like, turned out really, really well. So,
Boom.
I'm just saying, like, without, being attracted, like, if I wasn't attracted to him, I would have never said anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
true.
So because I thought, like, oh, damn, he's cute, that gave me the motivation to be like, is
Let's see
he
what
single?
this
Like,
becomes.
what's going on? Yeah, so I feel
For
like
sure.
looks is definitely a part of it, but moving forward, that's only one component, because personality
is what keeps the conversation
huge,
going.
Yeah, that's the next biggest thing. Like, we could have went on our first date and, like, it could have been fucking dull the whole time, and I would have been like, all right, moving on,
Yeah.
Thankfully it wasn't like that, but like, so what is your perspective on that then? Like,
I mean, you're right, because, anyone can really say, oh yeah, no, I look at personality first.
But you can't.
You kind of can't.
Unless
because you have to get to know them first, and that takes, a date or two or over time. And some of the things you do notice is the physical stuff. So whether it's their ass or their eyebrows or the way their lips move or something, I don't know. It could be the very faintest of detail.
Yeah.
But it's what counts. Now, the thing that gets me fucked up sometimes, it may not be necessarily me, but when I see other people date people who are just straight up fucking ugly, and they have the lamest of lame personalities, and then this person for some reason continues to see them as like golden or on a pedestal, I just get fucking confused. I'm like, dude, this guy's fucking trash, and you think he's cute? I don't understand.
Oh my god. Well, Lucy, people have their own.
I know, their own
type,
their own
perception,
view in their head of what cute or beautiful or handsome is.
Yeah.
But some people got me fucked up. Like, this friend I dated, this friend I have, Her
Oh my God!
ex-man.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Her ex-man be looking fucking crusty as shit. He looks hella weird. And he has the dullest personality. He has nothing to really
No offense.
offer. No, I don't give a fuck if I offend him.
She is going in.
I don't care about this guy. But he is ugly fugly, dullest personality you can think of, doesn't contribute to anything. He's just a fucking child.
Honestly,
in
I've met him too, and I totally see where you're coming from.
I
and like
just can't.
the
I can't
shit
take
that
him seriously.
he put her through, and the fact, like, I mean, I find the beauty in everything, or I try.
I mean, I do too.
Yeah, I
but
try.
It's just some people who are just like, who, like, you can't be acting this way. Like, you're not even cute.
Oh my God.
Like, you're not even cute to be acting this way.
I know.
Or it's like,
it's
that kind of concept is, well, to me, right? I think, I forgot what the scenario was, but someone said something about, like, oh, my niece, she's very, very, young. She's like 12. And she was telling me about this one time where this girl was making fun of her because of her hair or something like that. And I was telling her, like Rose, like, is she even, like, why is she making fun of you for? She's like, I don't know, she just likes to pick on me. And then I said, you know what, you tell that girl she can't make fun of you because she's ugly. Like, you can't get offended by ugly.
Yeah.
And she was like, Thea, I can't say that. And I was like, yes, you can. She's making fun of your hair. And it may not be ugly in the sense of, like, the physicality of things. It could be ugly just her personality. Like, her personality is so toxic. She's so hateful and insecure of herself. She's projecting it onto you. And that's what makes her ugly. So you, next time you see her, you tell her, or she's making fun of you, be like, girl, you can't offend me. Like, whatever you're saying, like, I can't even take it seriously. You're so ugly.
Ouch.
Like, you just can't.
But I mean, I totally get what you're saying. Like, people who are ugly inside definitely are ugly outside too.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're saying, it's not the physicality of it. Because you can be fucking the beautifulest thing on earth, but if you're a fucking asshole, if you're a douchebag, if you're just conniving and like,
you're just riddled with insecurity. You're extremely self-conscious.
And you
you're
put
jealous.
this onto other people, and you give out these bad vibes, and it's just like, okay, yeah, you ugly. I'm sorry, you fucking ugly. Don't come around me. Like, I don't want your ugly to rub off. Yeah. See,
I don't want your ugly to rub off on me.
Like, but it's like not even
away.
like, yeah, because I think, I don't know, all things are beautiful, and if you radiate, you know,
that kind
like,
of
negativity, exactly.
It's
then
what
it's
makes
just
you.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, really, dude?
Like, girl,
come on.
just love yourself.
Yeah, just exactly. Heal yourself.
Heal yourself.
Inside.
Love yourself. You know. But again, for people who are, to me, ugly, it's just like people who just spew that kind of negativity out to people and into the universe. So, yeah, that's where I'm going to put that. I'm going to end that conversation right there.
Yeah, it's all about, like, empowerment and, like, for example, just to throw this in there, like, I work in an office full of females. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's all about, for us, building each other up. We're there to help each other. We're there to, like, compliment each other. We're there to, like, lift each other's spirits. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what we're about. Yep. And, like, our friendship, too, and our group, our LGG friendship, like, that's what we spew out. We're there for each other. It's girl empowerment. We're not there to, like...
We're not judging.
We're not there to be jealous about each other. We're not there about...
We will guide you, not tear you down or anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we want to do. And then when we come across people who are just the complete opposite or anti,
we're like, just like, what the fuck? Bye. See you later. We got positivity in our life. We don't need your ass. Bye.
Like keep walking. Like, you're just so not.
Like, ew, just,
not us. So
get off
away.
Me.
You can't handle your liquor anyway, so.
Back up.
Yes.
But yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Looks are one thing.
But
it definitely starts the conversation, I would say, but personality is what continues the conversation. Unless you, that person who doesn't care about personality and is just trying to have a trophy wife, then alright then.
Yeah, or you're just trying to find someone
have that
to
boring ass life,
spend...
buddy. See ya.
Yeah, or you're just trying to have someone for the night. You do you, just be safe about it.
Oh yeah.
So
Always
there's
be
that.
safe.
So I think we kind of covered the bases there, right?
Yeah. I think that was pretty good, actually. We kind of went off a little bit.
But you know we always do it. Don't change.
It's cool. It's cool. At least we're honest.
We're
Okay?
honest. So if you guys feel the same way, or if you have any rebuttals you want to share, feel free to do so.
Yeah.
Shout outs. Who do we want to shout out this week?
Oh, I need to shout out Felix, my boy Felix. What up? Oh my god.
Who
the
else?
Ford Star, Morgan Hill.
Oh yeah, the guy who corrected us.
Yeah, that's what I'm shouting about, because he corrected us.
Thank you, Felix. Never met you before, but thanks. Thanks a bunch. Thanks to anybody who's listened and has watched the first YouTube video that we have out. We're going to be working on putting out more YouTube videos. We just haven't had the time because we got lives outside of this, just so you know.
Yeah, or else we wouldn't have anything to talk about.
Which we talk a lot about.
But actually, I do want to shout out Via, just because she, what time was it? Was it like 3 a.m.?
Yeah, it was.
Wait.
Oh, you're gonna mention, yeah.
Oh,
okay.
So, Via had listened to our podcast about Jose D'Angulo. And Via, she has been a guest speaker on our previous season, so listen to that. She talks about her husband and their relationship is so empowering and it's fucking great. But anyway, so she had mentioned that in the previous episode,
there was a snippet.
Yeah, how Lucy was talking about Jose, and like that was basically her first love, her first like teenage love, and
I confirm this and I admit this. Yes, D'Angelo was my first love.
Where are the fireworks? But anyway, so as she was telling the story, or like kind of mentioning how they met and that they were indeed, that was indeed her first love, the fireworks were like going off and they were getting stronger, and it was just like,
oh man,
like everywhere.
Yeah.
Shit. And then I was like, dude, you're fucking right. Like that straight up was like the universe. Like that was D'Angelo, yeah. And he was there. He was telling Lucy like,
yeah, girl.
What's up, girl? What's up?
Okay. Let's not. He was pretty much, I think what he was saying was like, yeah, I know. I'm just here to say hi.
Yeah.
Our friendship means a lot to me.
It was more than that. Those fireworks were booming, just saying.
They were.
Listen to the last episode to find out. Let us know if you agree.
I got embarrassed for like a couple seconds because I know his brother Guillermo listens to our podcast, or at least that episode, but I don't know if he's going to listen to this one. Because, you know, it's kind of like, oh my god, I was in love with your brother.
Yeah.
Awkward.
It is, like, it's definitely even
shirt.
though we all knew.
I didn't know, but
it was definitely a big confession for Lucy.
It was, because I don't say shit like that.
Yeah. So it was a big step, and I think
he was a great first to love.
Oh,
he was great.
Go cry.
Okay, anyway.
Okay, sorry, my feels right there.
Guillermo, if you're listening to this,
shout out to you.
Don't laugh too much. It's a little embarrassing to me, but whatever. It happened.
Sorry.
Anyway, yes. Okay.
But anyway, yeah.
We're gonna wrap this up. So, comment if you have any feelings or feel some type of way about the bullshit we say.
Yeah,
at least said in this episode.
We need to know these things. Like, especially the guy's perspective. Like, let us know, man.
Let us know.
We're just trying to improve ourselves as women. Like, how we don't treat you right if you don't tell us, you know, what's up.
Yeah.
And women too. I mean, we're open for women too. What is this?
We're just trying to understand the common folk more.
Yes, exactly. And we're trying to help everyone else understand with our knowledge. Silence.
I hear Amber.
Oh,
no,
you
I
do?
heard Amber.
Oh, I know, she's yelling.
Okay, well, we'll see. Oh, well, we won't fucking see you. You will hear from us next week.
Soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.